Alright. Let's continue with the story. Played Pendragon! Thank goodness you are unharmed. What is this place? Well, it's seeing is believing, so if you were here, I wish you weren't. Leon! Men of this! Men! Apprehend them! Wait, what? That thing's still alive? Everyone, fall back! Now! Oh, yeah, that thing's still up and running about, and there goes Leon. Or not. He took the blunt for him? Really? Milius, you fool! Isn't that supposed to end like this? Oh, there goes that thing. Oh boy. Massive casualties in every front. Oh boy. This is the elegant relic? By the gods! It will destroy us all! Not that I can help about it, but what can stop that thing now? And of course, the Queen of Blades herself would. I am in the name of the Queen of Gunnhildr. I will not allow you to harm these children of Brosia. Of course, she summons her chariot that waits. Ah! Boom! I wonder, would have things ended differently if I killed her right there and then? Like, she would be here to help us in the end? I wonder. Queen Gunnhildr! She saved us! Oh, Misija. And save the queen. And I'm guessing she is dead now, and now the sword has no user. So, you know, maybe I could have it, you know? As like a reward for saving the day. Oh no, she's still somehow alive. I don't know, maybe barely, if anything else. Oof. No! Leave me be! Please, Misija! You must hold on! I promise you, we will rebuild Bajsaljen. And I want you to see it for yourself. For what purpose? Remorse? Resentment? Do not misunderstand, Bajsaljen. I care not for forgiveness. Today, I fulfilled my duty to the Queen. Nothing more. I'm a Bajsaljen, yes, but also an imperial traitor. Justice must be served. The people demand it. Fulfill your duty, as have mine. Please. Give her a request, leave her be? Alright, so decision making time. If I grant her a request, that's just giving her honorable death. But if I leave her be, it's like kind of like letting her suffer until she dies. So, what do I really want to give her? If I leave her be, she might be a way to save her. Then again, if I grant her her request, that in doing so make her die without any regrets, but you know what? I'm not the kind of person that grants people their last request and anything, but in this case, I'm going to leave her be. I'm not the kind of person who will kill someone. Please, Blade Pendragon, let me grant her this final mercy. Goodbye, Misija. May the Queen bless you and keep you. And there she goes. Hopefully she won't suffer anymore. And maybe she'll find happiness in the other side. Hopefully. Okay, now let's talk to Mr. Musak. At long last, victory is ours. There are still remnants of the 4th Legion to contend with. But I believe it is safe to say that the war for Bajsaljen is over. Many of our brothers and sisters were lost on their path to freedom, but I'll take heart in knowing that their sacrifices were not in vain. That is our dream of a new Bajsaljen will finally come true. Bajsaljen has returned to Gangos, and I have no doubt that he would be glad to see your company. As have I. Misija, we thought it would be best if her remains were not to return to Gangos. To some, she was not more than a hated enemy. Even in death, she would be an object of their scorn. But rest assured, I will see it personally that she will be given a proper burial. Hear, hear. Even though she was an enemy, a traitor, at least they're gonna give her that respect that she's deserved. At least give her a warrior's send-off, if you want to put it that way. Hopefully, people won't find her remains here in what is this place called? Xandar? Yeah, Xandar. So hopefully they won't find her remains here and desecrate it. Look at all of them celebrating. And one's been passed out drunk. Kampai! And some of them are doing stretches to celebrate their successful victory, while others are just overjoyed. And I return. Blade Pendragon, words can scarcely convey my gratitude for all you have done for the people of Braja. Many thanks. Though the fight for Braja is over, our work is far from done. When we faced with the 4th Legion, the Brajan resistance stood as a united, cohesive unit. But now, foreign disputes between its various factions as we speak to pursue their individual elms. For that reason, I wish to first create a council of leaders, that we might discuss the established law to govern our people. I've already begun drafting documents that one day serve as our constitution, though it remains to be as if we were met with another approval. You see, I have chosen to base a number of my writings on the principles of the 4th Legion. Really now? With all due respect, sir, I do not think it's wise to openly admit to borrowing from the imperial doctrine of all things. The people will be up in arms. They deserve to know truth, Marasak, and I have my reason for choosing, such as I approach. While many of us dedicate ourselves to the resistance, there are those who would rather live in peace, even if it means submitting to the imperial rule. Some, like Misija, saw the Empire's way as preferable to our own. To discard everything that came as a result of the occupation will cause more harm than good. There are many things introduced by the Imperials from which we stand to benefit, and it would be foolish to dismiss them simply because they came from the enemy. Make no mistake, the Braja I intend to build will be free from discrimination and poverty. A nation with people, by the people, and for the people. As such, it will require the understanding and cooperation of all. A great deal of blood has been shed that we might not come this far, and I pray we'll never forget that we will never again have to endure such tragedy. Well, I for one have every confidence that you will lead Braja to the bright and prosperous future. If Alamigo and Dom were able to thrive, I saw no reason why Braja cannot do the same. Is this, Lord Hien? Oh no, it's Sid and Mikoto. Sid! Mikoto! Welcome back! And here I thought you actually might have taken the moment to enjoy your hand-earned victory. Such steadfast dedication to rebuild Braja is proof enough the people are in good hands. Did Lydia not return with you? Has she yet recovered? It was touch and go at first, extracting the sharp note from her stomach, but she's doing much better now. You should see her protesting when we insisted she stay behind to rest. Just sounds like about her. Artorias! I was so very sick about you! Right when you needed me the most. I let my guard down. Sorry, I couldn't be there when you needed me in the end. You did your best, and that's all I ever asked for. Never mind that, how's your wounds? You did best and that's all I could ask for. That means a lot coming from you, Sniff. More than you know. Sounds like the cheer guns are taking good care of you, Lydia. And I trust you won't giving them any trouble. It'll be a shame if I had to send Jesse to keep an eye on you. Jesse? I think I prefer the Shrapple. What the? Why are you all standing about like a bunch of pussies? Pussies, old mates. You won, didn't ye? Relax. Come on, have a pint or two, or three. Oh, Geralt, never change. Oh, hi, friend. Whenever your path may lead, it seems fortune will see it to smile upon you. Now you have not only you have led the resistance to rout the 4th Legion, by some miracle the weapons they unheeded from these lands was also vanquished. On the behalf of the people of Damaska, you have my sincerest thanks. Of course, the war is not truly over yet. Until we dealt with Gabrunt, he is no doubt planning his next move, and I intend to be prepared for our next encounter with the Imperials. When that time comes, I dare say, we would benefit from your assistance. Until next time, perhaps in Damaska. See you then, and hopefully in better times. Where are you going, Mikoto? Oh, can you finally gonna confess your love to Sid? Please say yes. Come on. He's still thinking about his dad, ain't he? Oh, she's back with the blades. Another nation freed, following the footsteps of Doma and Alamigo. I dream realized thanks in part of one troubled soul, whom I shall never forget for all my days. In the eyes of the people who she will forever remain a criminal, a traitor. Yet it was he who delivered us from a certain destruction. Her crimes were said to be unforgivable. But what of yours? Was it not our conscience, our animus, that fueled her hatred? I squandered every opportunity to guide her, ignored every spoken plea for help. Her loss is a scar only in my heart that will never heal, a ceaseless reminder of my inadequacy. Can you sense anything? Nope. Then it is as I thought. The last of the blade's residual aether is spent. The queen is no more. Who could have foreseen that Misija would carry on the Queen of Gunnhildr's duty, protecting her people to the very last? Even after the Queen's guards betrayed her. Did she believe her final act could affect the change in the world? Or perhaps did she at last find the means to do so within herself? An endless task in either case. A pity we'll never know. What's this? Oh, part of the focus shard. The Lady of Blades, save the Queen, was returned to us, devoid of the Queen's grace, perhaps, but not of her hopes of a brighter tomorrow, nor mages for a better Broja. Indeed, their hope shall live on in me, in Misak, and all of our people. The lives lost of our freedom will not be so in vain. This I swear. Broja will rise again. Land of peace and prosperity will be proud called home. From the Chronos of Broja Revolution, Bajsaljen Usak. Alright, start to read Mursak and conclude the quest. If you're looking for Mikoto and the others, they have returned to their homes. I expect you too will be leaving us before long. Though it may be frank, I believe I speak for many when I say we are reluctant to see you go. Were it possible, I would like you to stay and help us in rebuilding the Broja, or building a Broja. But I understand there are other worldly matters that require your attention. You know, like Space Hitler and everything in Xenos. We shall forever be in your debt, Blade Pendragon. Whenever duty demands, you go. Know that you always have allies here in Broja. Farewell! Da 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 ba. Meanwhile, in Vananis in Damascus, I mean. Oh, Leon survived, but the other person didn't. Thank you, Leon. You're dismissed. That is all? Minis is dead. Is that all you have to say? What would you have want me say then? You could at least acknowledge one of your most loyal followers gave his life for the sake of your ambition. Melnius understood such sacrifice was inevitable, and by all accounts, he did not waver when he faced his demise. Such strength is indeed if we are to succeed. Time is short, Leon. My time is short. Soon, it's finally caught up with you. A damn shame. Lest the soldiers begin to believe failure may go without consequences, I should have sent you to the gallows in Melnia's stead. I trust this will not pose a problem for you. Fine. What's this now? Oh, there's the scientist. Wait. They have the blade? What about the one we have? The Grantes Gebran, sir! We've recovered the relic Melnius unsheathed in the Broja ruins. What is this now? Oh, look at all those relics. Return of the Queen. Save the Queen. Chapter: The Fort. Alright. Certain field workers, yada yada yada. New gear purchasable at the camp. New gears, yes. Nice! And done. Alright, so after doing that cutscene, I took a small break because I had company over, and of course I had to entertain them for a short while. But now, since they're all gone, I can start doing my outro for this recording session. So before we go, let us talk about a few things that did happen in this recording. For starters, I'm just curious that I spared Misija's life when what's his name? Bajsaljen was asking me either to kill her or like sentence her to death or make her stay alive to stand trial for a fair and just judgment. But I'm pretty sure at the end of the day that the people of Umbrasia will still stay here to be executed, but at least she got a fair trial and such not. And of course, there's another thing I also was worried about, that the fate for Mikoto, where I was thinking maybe she was fated to die, but no. Fran came out of nowhere and rescued her in the nick of time, which is kind of nice. And the bike she was using was exactly the same bike that Baltier used in Final Fantasy XII as well. And fun fact, you can't get that bike in the Brotherhood Southern Front, but you need to get those field notes from every critical engagement, boss, fates. Not to mention the duels as well, because some of the bosses there are having those field notes as well. So it's like, oof. And I think there's like 50 in total, including the new area they released here in the Brotherhood Southern Front. So it's like, yeah, that's a lot of trials and tribulations to do, because sure, we could do all the fates, critical engage and whatnot, but there are those duels which is a little bit hard. But at this point, to be brutally honest, we have no lost action skills now, so it'll help us stay alive for the most part. But I can't say in Xandor, because that's just pretty new and I don't know every mechanic for those duels yet, so maybe I'll watch a recording or two to see what I need to do and what they need to bring to stay alive so I can finally get those field notes. So yeah, that would be something to do once I've got my those metal things to get stats for your character, which is another thing I'll most likely be grinding in Xandor, because even though you already cap a level 25 for your rank, that's still not the end, because during one of the live letters or one of the presentations for Yoshi P, he did stated that even though you're capped out, you can still use those like extra mantle to get bonus stats for your damage and health, which is pretty sweet. So that'll be another grinding in a nutshell, along with my relic weapons, which is also another thing I'll be most definitely going back to Xandor for. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, there's also Mikoto as well. I was really hoping she'll confess her feelings to Sid, but I guess that'll be another thing in a nutshell whenever they get together. It's like, hey, remember that one time you saved me and whatnot? And I kind of like that Sid still loved his father, even though he was being manipulated by Bahamut in a sense, which is kind of nice, because I kind of forgotten that he left Garland because of what happened to him in his previous line of work and everything else. Let's see, anything else I want to point out? Oh yeah, there was the one with Gabrant as well. I was a little bit surprised that Leon survived. Well, granted, the high-ranking officer of the area, which I cannot remember his name, blocked the hit for him, so at least he survived. So I'm pretty certain we'll see more of Leon down the line. Not to mention his pets as well. And it's a little shame we didn't see Gabrant's face, even though he is technically the son of Bosch, which at this point probably passed away. I'm pretty sure he did. So it's kind of sucky we won't be able to see him, but I guess all on the bridge at this point. Let's see. I mentioned the weapons and everything else. Oh yeah, not to mention there was a class with the Queen of Blades as well. It's like, wow. That's bringing back a lot of flashbacks from Iceheart when she sacrificed herself to save one of the nations from the airships. It's like, god damn, that was something else. But in process, she sacrificed her life, and once she found her, she didn't really want to get treatment to stay alive, but I'm pretty sure the people who were trying to treat her didn't have the resources to fully heal her injuries. And there was an option to where, do you want to kill her or let her suffer till her dying breath? So maybe I should have gotten the option to say, hey, I think you're suffering too much, let me end your life. Unless that choice wasn't really consequential. So I don't know if it even mattered whichever I picked, but if given the choice to redo it, I'll probably choosing the option to end her life. But if I did, maybe the commander wouldn't interrupt me. He's like, hey, no, let me do this. Let me end her life. Because it is my duty to do so. And one more thing before anything else, before I wrap this up, is that I wonder, would there be one more story for this whole quest line for the Russia Southern Front, or this one is actually the last one? I don't know, because there was no conclusion with Grunt yet, so I'm not sure. Either we're gonna see more of him in this expansion or in Endwalkers. Maybe Endwalkers? Who knows? But regardless, maybe we might see him in Endwalkers. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But I really hope so, because it's kind of like a cliffhanger, because he was always in the shadows. We never see his face or anything. So maybe in Endwalkers we'll actually see him. With all said and done, I think that is all I'm really interested to talk about for this whole recording. Not to mention, I really enjoyed the story. They should do more of this for future Relics grinds, because the first one for the AR was okay. Anima, I didn't really did it when the first being irrelevant, so that was okay. As for the Animal's weapons for Rika, it's like, the story was somewhat okay, I guess. Maybe if I understand the lore of it, I would probably appreciate it a lot more, but it is what it is. And right now in Shadowbringers, oh boy, I just enjoy this so much. Maybe it's because I am a Final Fantasy Tactics fan in heart that make me appreciate this a lot more. But regardless of me being a fan of Final Fantasy Tactics, I still enjoy this questline for the Blades of Gunnhildr, and I'm really hoping in the near future that we'll have a continuation because of the whole plot line with Gabron and everything. But that is something to hope for in the near future. And with that, I'd like to say a few words before I end this recording. And first off, thank you for people that are continuously watching my videos, even though you're not watching it religiously. I still appreciate it regardless. And of course, if you have any comments, put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It is very much appreciated. And I have 3 projects which are going on my YouTube channel, which are of course Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ, Rockets, Job Goods, Minions, Mounts, Housing, Minions, and all that fun stuff for 14. And secondly, which will be of course Freight Grant Order NA, will be the Lost Spell 4 and the upcoming Lost Spells, which are already out, and we still need to do that eventually. The summoning videos, the challenge quests, and whatnot. And lastly, which will be, of course, Persona 5, which is a current thing on my channel, which eventually will come back. And with that, this has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.